Well, hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. Thanks for joining us as we are going through Exodus. We are right now at the point, you might call it like the kind of the 11th plague. That's not what it's officially called. But it's where Pharaoh is chasing the Israelites into the Red Sea, okay? And he's not giving up. He thinks, oh, I've still got my army. And that was like a world power at that time. So he thinks, I still have that. Everything else has been destroyed, but I still have my army. So he's going in after them. And the Lord is going to defeat them, okay? The Lord lets this all play out, and he has this all under control. He's doing two things here, okay? First of all, he's revealing to the Egyptians that he's the Lord and he's fighting for the Israelites, okay? And it's kind of destroying the last of the Egyptians. Egypt was really never a superpower then after it. I mean, they were always mentioned in the Bible of, getting horses and stuff like that, but not the superpower they once were. And then the other thing, which we'll talk about tomorrow, is the people of Israel witnessed this big victory, and they put their trust in the Lord. Okay, so we're taking this whole story here into two episodes. Today we're going to be reading from Exodus 14 verses 19 to 25, and then tomorrow we'll finish up the whole chapter. Okay, so if you have your Bibles, you can follow along here, and let's read. This is Exodus 14 verses 19 to 25. It says this, Then the angel of the Lord, who had been traveling in front of Israel's army, withdrew and went behind them. The pillar of cloud also moved in from the front and stood behind them, coming between the armies of Egypt and Israel. Throughout the night the cloud brought darkness to the one side and light to the other, so neither went near the other all night long. Okay, this is another sign. You would think with the 10 plagues that have happened in Egypt, and now this, that it's light where the Israelis are and it's dark where the Egyptians are, and then vice versa, that you would think the Egyptians would go, let's not mess around with this. But they continue still pursuing here. Verse 21, Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and all that night the Lord drove the sea back with a strong east wind, and it turned it into dry land. The waters were divided, and the Israelites went through the sea on dry ground, with a wall of water on their right and on their left. Okay, I'm going to stop there. There's been speculation over the years that the area that the Israelites went through was just a shallow area. That would have only been like that deep. Okay. Well, the Bible tells us there was a wall of water on each side. Okay, so you don't get a wall of water with water being that deep. Okay. The other thing you're going to see, the whole Egyptian army is destroyed. You're not going to destroy a whole Egyptian army with water only that deep. Okay? So that you have to really accept this as the way it's written, God did the miracle. When you try and twist it up any other way, it just makes the story goofy, and it just doesn't work out the way that you would think it was, unless you accept it as this was actually a miracle from God. Okay? Verse 23, The Egyptians pursued them, and all Pharaoh's horses and the chariots and horsemen followed them into the sea. During the last watch of the night, the Lord looked down from the pillar of fire and the cloud at the Egyptian army and threw it into confusion. He jammed the wheels of the chariots so that they had difficulty driving. And the Egyptians said, Let's get away from the Israelites. The Lord is fighting for them and against Egypt. Okay? The title of today's lesson is this, The Lord is fighting for them. The Egyptians, after this exchange here, the Egyptians realize the Lord is fighting for them. And when they get into the middle of the sea, the wheels on their chariots had been just fine all before that. All of a sudden they get into the sea, and the wheels aren't working so well. And they're realizing, you know what? The Lord is working for them. I think they would have known that all along, but then here it's just concreted into their mind that, with all the plagues that have happened beforehand, that they knew this, but then when this last thing happens where the wheels quit working, then it's just final confirmation that the Lord is on Israel's side and not ours. We're in trouble. So that's where we're going to stop for today. And the main point here is that the Egyptians saw that the Lord was fighting for Israel. And that's how it will end with Egypt, that they witness the Lord is fighting for Israel. Thank you for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Exodus. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.